Good afternoon, good evening. It's on the cusp. It's gotten dark enough to use the lights. Welcome to my daily broadcast. My name is Barry Selby. This is Messages from the Masculine number 218. Yes, I'm doing this every day. And they're officially called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. By way of introduction, let you know right away that my name is Barry Selby. I am a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, and help strong, successful women find balance in love, life, and business. I'm also a passionate champion for the divine feminine. And today's topic is inspired from different things I've been watching lately. I had a conversation with a friend just before this that I'm not going to use as the inspiration for this, but it's in there. So, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in. Feel free to comment and question along the way. For those of you who haven't joined my broadcast before, I do this every day. This is number 218 of my daily Facebook Lives. I do these literally every day. Have done since May last year. I was doing a weekly before that. And these were originally inspired to help women be respected and to let them know that at least some men respect them. But it's gone beyond that. The conversations have gone all over the map. And today's topic, it doesn't really tie into the last three. I did three before this about, if I remember what they are. Yes, this was about no means no. That was a different perspective. This one's going to shift. So don't forget. But skipping from yesterday and the day before's broadcast to today's broadcast, which is basically relationships are like presents. Do you fall in love with the gift wrap? I think I said that. Or do you prefer the gift wrap? Something like that. Because, now, let me preface this by saying, I live in Los Angeles. It's very, very common here for that to happen. People fall in love with the packaging. And in fact, this was kind of a spin-off in a way. A friend of mine, Lisa Nichols, who is an amazing speaker and coach and teacher, she talks about how relationships are gifts wrapped in sandpaper. That's not what I'm talking about here, although that's a very good analogy to use. But what I'm talking about is when you meet somebody, you fall in love with them. Do you fall in love with what they bring to you as the gift wrap, or what's inside the package? And I'm not saying that you should fall for one or the other, but I'm really... I'm trying to put this in the right order. Let me start slightly differently, or reframe it slightly differently. A plain box doesn't attract you as much as something wrapped in gift wrap. Make sense? So any relationship attraction generally starts with this attraction to the packaging. Pure and simple. However, to sustain the relationship, to have the expression of the relationship grow and become more and more, hi, good to see you, thanks for being with me, to be more of a powerful experience, you have to get beyond the gift wrap. Many people are so attached to the gift wrap that when that changes, because it does change, they fall out of love. So, let me give you some illustrations so you do know where I'm talking about. Gift wrap can include such things as the way somebody dresses, the way somebody looks, how they take care of themselves physically, if they're physically fit, men or women, the possessions they have, the money they have, the job title they have, the lack of wrinkles on their face, for example. I'm throwing all these ideas out there. All of those things I mentioned often do, and certainly can, change. What's inside the package within the gift wrap generally doesn't. I should say the contents of the package within the gift wrap usually doesn't. But for many people out there, maybe not you, but somebody you know, has fallen in a relationship with the packaging, or fallen in love with the packaging, the gift wrap, rather than the content. And I think you're going to get where I'm going with this. It's a mistaken approach. So many people, and I've fallen prey to this too, so I'm not going to say that I'm immune to this, have been so attracted to the way some person was gift wrapped that I totally ignored what was inside and was unpleasantly surprised to find out what the person was really like. I have friendships like that. I had a couple of relationships like that. Well, brief, to say the least, thankfully, where I was basically so enamored by the way a woman looked, by the packaging of what they looked like, almost literally, but also what they brought and other things, I overlooked behavioral things that I did not choose to see it up front. And had I looked deeper at the beginning, I would have really seen that they were not separate. They were like the whole thing was together, so I would have walked away. Nowadays, thankfully I've learned this lesson enough times to learn differently. When I see an attractive woman, I approach more, what's I'm looking for? I won't say nonchalantly, that's not the right word, but I approach with a little bit more candor, let's put it that way. Because I want to get to know the person. Doesn't matter, although it certainly adds, again, gift wrap. Doesn't matter how stunning and attractive she is to me, because what's attractive to me may not be attractive to somebody else. So when I'm attracted, and I'm being very transparent, telling you my journey, my experience here, so I hope you get the value from this for your own life. I would be drawn to an attractive woman and would go and talk to her and feel this excitement of like, wow, she's gorgeous. But gratefully, thankfully, I'm really clear that there's a I won't say a radar as much as an intuition is running inside of me that is keeping an eye on what she's about. Because I've learnt the hard way, painfully so, that sometimes I've met somebody who's met a woman who's very attractive, and then find out their way of being is so opposite to that, it's better if I walk away. She can become my client. That's a whole other conversation. But the recognition is that we sometimes we ignore what's in the package because of the way it's wrapped. Basically, some of your past relationships perhaps were a box full of turds wrapped in gold leaf, and you fell in love with the gold leaf and didn't see what was inside. Is that painful enough for you? I had to do that one because I've had experiences where I've met, and I'm being transparent here, met women who presented a certain way, but once you get to find out how dysfunctional they are, you're like, I'm going to walk away from this one. And it's the truth with the other way too. There are many women, and in fact I talked about this yesterday with a no, again, it does tie in, now I get it. It does tie into yesterday, it's about no means no. How when a woman says no to a man, it works both ways again on that context. When a woman says no to a man, he blows up out and gets right proportion, and it's like she sees who really is. That when she said no because she didn't feel the connection, and he becomes this dragon who just like, arches up and gets upset with her and abuses her and calls her names and everything else, it's a close call that she escaped that. So it works both ways. So I'm saying this to be a cautionary tale and a reminder to you that when you're out in the single world looking to date and be in a relationship, I highly encourage that you don't get too overexcited about the gift wrap. You spend time and look inside. Get to know who that person is. Heart, spirit, hang on. I have to do this because I can't read the writing sometimes. Heart, spirit, and soul apparent. Yes. And thankfully, the more that I feel that we do our own work and we grow, that becomes transparent. As in, you see through the gift wrap and you see the gorgeousness of the person inside. Now, isn't that a miracle? So this is a quick brief broadcast because as I commit my commitment is to do one of these every day, by the way. So in case you haven't watched my broadcast before, I do these broadcasts every day because it's like, was commitment to my coach. It started with 30 days coaching, 30-day challenge she gave me, and I haven't stopped. So this is number 218? 19, yeah, it's a lot. 17. Okay, keep track of the numbers now. Anyway, this is my daily Facebook Live, and this one was really inspired by posts I've seen recently and some people I've watched recently, where I was watching the interaction and how they were coming from a very external place. I could have called this talk about, are you attracted to the external or the internal? But it's more than that. It really is about the fact that ideally you're attracted to the whole package, which includes the gift wrap. But the trap, and say living in Los Angeles, you see this a lot, that we fall into is we fall into this attraction to the gift wrap and ignore the packaging. I have had a few cars like that the car looked amazing, but the engine was shot. And I paid the price for that too. So this talk might apply to your possessions as well as your relationships. So I'm giving this to play with, to sit with, and to consider this for yourself. So if this is something you've had some challenges with, I can help you with this. As I said earlier in the broadcast, I've done this before myself a few times, mistakenly, the wrong way, the bad ways. But I wanted to just put this on the table as a conversation because it was up. And if you watch my daily Facebook Live, you know that each day is a different topic, a different theme that's relevant to what's going on, I'm noticing in my life or around me. So this one is, what's the word I'm looking for? The topic of the moment. So I hope this has value to you. So your homework, as it were, or my advice to you is to be aware that when you're attracted to the packaging versus the content, rather than the packaging and the content. So, Dawn, you're writing so much, I've got to read it now. That's what you're saying there. It says number 219. Oh, thank you, 219. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Yes, I appreciate the props. Thank you, and feel free to share this with your friends as well. By the way, yeah, I couldn't remember the numbers. I do put the numbers in accurately when I put the title on. So thank you, 219. Yes, actually it makes sense. Yes, because New Year's was 207, 214. So Monday will be 221. That makes sense. Okay, got it. Cool. Thank you. So, yes. So, by the way, if you haven't watched my previous broadcasts, they are on my business page on Facebook, which is barryselby.author. And I put them onto YouTube so I can then embed them on my website. So if you want to watch them on YouTube, which is without the comments because you can't see them there, that's my YouTube channel, which is Barry Selby. Or, more easily, if you go to my website, which is barryselby.com, and you click on the video blog, you'll find every single one of the Facebook Lives in order, the YouTube versions, without the comments, and you can watch any of them you want. If you have ideas for topics, you can certainly reach out to me over social media. And if you want help in the area of love and relationships, and if you're stuck or having some challenges or you're not sure where you want to go, this is my work. This is my service. This is my calling. This is my heart's work, and I'd love to support you. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being with me. And if you know anybody should watch this, please share it with them. And if any questions or comments you put in afterwards, I'll get back to those in the replay. And as always, as I invite you to do, please take care of yourself. We need you. And the more you take care of yourself, the better off you're going to be. And with that, I wish you a great evening. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.